Hi everybody, how's everybody doing today? This is Ladybug and I'm getting ready to show you this painting that I got from Bold Creations, and I'm getting ready to tape it off and get ready to start working on it. Okay, this is the painting that I got. It is a 45 by 60, and I call it the water fairy or the Lotus fairy, whichever you want to call it. And I saw this this one originally was unboxed by Sherry KY Philly, and liked it so much that I went and ordered it. And it is a really nice painting. So what I'm going to do here, let me get this off of here, because I'm not going to need that. Okay, what I'm doing is I take and I tape off the edges, so that way I have a nice clean straight edge. And so what I do is I roll this back a little bit, like so, and then I get my tape out. I use it's like a painter's tape, and I just lay it along the edge here, like so, and then I just work my way down, and all the way down to all the way around, so that way I got a nice clean edge. Okay, all right, there's one. Then I turn it like so, and I do it again. Now this is probably going to be off the camera a little bit, because this is a pretty good size painting. This is 45 by 60. Okay, come on, get on out of there. There we go. And so what I do is I just take and tape along the edge here, just like I said. And I do this all the way around the painting. One, it helps to keep the dust and dirt and stuff off the edge. Okay. And it also helps to give you a more straight edge. Okay. Like so. I know this is hard to do. I don't have a good enough edge, angle, so that way you can see exactly what I'm doing. But yeah, I get this, it's like painter's tape, and it comes in a variety of different colors. As a matter of fact, I need to order myself some more. And I get the one where it has all the different colors, but I really do like this black one. I do. If I could get just the black, I would. Okay. Raise up a little bit. And I'm trying to work around the camera here. It's a little hard to do sometimes. There we go. See, now I don't never cover the key or the legend, which is where all the numbers are, so that way you can see what you're doing. Okay. All right, one more, and then we'll be good on this part. But yeah, I got this particular painting from Bold Creations, and I really, so far, I like it. Now, I haven't laid any drills on it, which I'm getting ready to do. Come on. Come on. There we go. And it is sticky, by the way, which is good. And but yeah, I like this painting. And the prices aren't bad at all. So you'll need to go over there and check them out. It's called Bold Creations. And it has a, it's almost like a velvet almost. It's real nice. It's real soft. And as you said, as I said, it's very sticky. Get up here. All right, so it's pretty sticky. Okay. And then what I do is I pick whatever area that I'm going to work on, and then what I do is I take and I put some release papers on here. And this is my thing that I keep all of my goodies in. Might as well go ahead and get this stuff out while I'm at it, right? There we go. Let me have this. And this. So. And this. Alright. That's my bag that I keep all of my diamond painting stuff in. Okay. Let's see. Alright. This is my release papers here. All of my other release papers are engaged right now, so I'm using these instead. But that's fine. Oop. Okay, so what I'm going to do, what do I do? Do I want to start at the top, or do I want to, no, I think I'm going to start at the bottom. Yeah, and then roll it up in the opposite direction. Okay. So what I do is I peel this back, if I can. Like so. And then I lay some of these. Yeah, this one. Now what I usually do is I usually leave a sector that's open, so that way the sheet can adhere to it and keep it from opening. Yeah. Like so. Yeah. And then I'll do a couple of rows of this. Okay. And then I am basically ready to start diamond painting. Yeah. I really don't like the way this one is sitting. So I'm going to overlap it a lot. There we go. I much prefer that. Yeah, there we go. There we go. And then I do keep my plastic sheet on it, like so. Okay, now what I'm going to do is roll this up so it's kind of up and out of the way. Like this. go. And that way it stays rolled up. And then I take, hold on, I'm just showing you what I do to as a setup to do my actual paintings. Okay. Nah. There we go. Just like so. And then I got my pen, like so. Got to get my glasses out. Yeah, because I can't see anything without my glasses. And then that's it. That's all we do. That's it. I was going to play some music on my on my computer, so that way we could listen to some music, but my internet keeps, you know, going in and out, so it's not going to cooperate. Which is not surprising at this time of the day. But right now it's like almost 3 o'clock. It's 2:52 in the afternoon. It's 87 degrees. And we're going to get started. Okay. Put that right there. Okay. Okay, and where we're going to be working is right here. Okay? And I've already got it all kitted up in this thing. I put it all up in here. These are all the extras right here. And we are going to get started here and see how much progress we can make. So, now don't forget, tonight is Look Friday, and so don't forget that that comes on at 8 o'clock tonight. I'm gonna wait over there. Set that right there, like so. Okay, what do we want to start with? Let's start with, how about 4? Do number 4. Oop. Got a hair in there. Okay. Yeah, this is one of those Elizabeth Ward knockoffs. Right? I really do like these. So, now this does have a lot of confetti, but it is going to be worth it in the long run. Okay. Now I do mostly single placing, and the reason I do is so that way I can place my drills exactly where I want them. Okay, and I don't have to go back and do a whole lot of straightening, that kind of stuff. But I was introduced to this company by Sherry from KY Philly and more, and she's the one that first showed it, and I really liked it, so I went over there and I purchased it. And I want to go back and check out some more of their paintings because the prices are not bad. I got this one at the time, which was, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks ago. I got this one at for $21.99 for this size. Okay, and you can't beat the price. It's a good price for this size painting. Okay. Now this one here, it has 3 ABs. It has 5200, it has 712, and then it has 819. Those are your 3 ABs. All right, and this thing is a mixture of numbers, letters, and symbols. Okay, so you got symbols that start from about number 28, pretty much all the way down except for 2 or 3. Okay, and so you have to watch and be careful of your symbols because they can get just a little bit tricky sometimes. And but so far it seems to be doing what it needs to do. It has a good stick. The drills look pretty good. I don't see a whole lot of trash. Yeah, see, I don't see any trash in it at all. And and I think they are I think they're acrylics. Are they? Yeah, these are acrylic drills. They're not resin. But even so, it seems they have some nice color to them. So there you go. And this one I think is going to be kind of fun to work on. Even with confetti, it's going to be fun to work on. And but yeah, as you can see, I take and I get a section and I section it off, and I work in that one little square, and then as I move along and I fill it up, then I move to the next square. And I keep doing that all throughout the painting because it's easier for me to section it off like this to where I can concentrate on just one area rather than trying to go all over the place. So you actually got to see me actually start a painting. Normally I already started it or whatever. I don't, I very rarely ever film doing a beginning. So, but yeah, I really like this company. It has it's got good color. And the next thing I like about this particular company is that it sends you an inventory sheet. Okay, it gives you the colors and everything on here. Okay, you got your symbols, you got your numbers, right? And this one had 42 colors, as you can see. It had 2 pages of it. And it took me about an hour, I guess, to get this up. And so I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. And so anyhow, yeah. But as you can see, it does have a little bit of confetti here. You know, but that's okay. Now, one thing I do keep, I know you probably can't see it, but this is a square off of a diamond. I think it's a Diamond Art Club square. And what I do is I use this to put over this so I can put my hand down, okay, and still see what's going on. So I reuse the the squares off of the Diamond Art Club ones because they're clear and you can see them. And then when you have to, all you have to do is raise it up, move it a little bit. There you go. That's why I save them. They're reusable. So it works for me, right? Plus they're clear and I can see right through them with no trouble. Yeah. Yeah, the temperature's not supposed to be too bad today. That's what I heard anyway. So, right now it's sunny and it's 87 degrees. And it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so that's not too bad. It could be a whole lot worse. Yeah. I did get permission from Starlight Star Bright. She does makes music. She does music, and I did get permission to use her music on my videos. So I'll get that set up probably for the next video. Alrighty, let's move this out of the way a little bit. And so yeah, she did give me permission to use her music, which that'll be nice. Yeah, I was on in the live in the chat last night for about 4 hours on the Thursday night live that Miss Southern Belle has taken over, and then I left and went and got some dinner, and then I came back later, and Joan and Miss Southern Belle were still running live. And I don't know what time it was. It was 3, 4 o'clock in the morning at that time. And so I did a 4-hour stint. I figured that was enough for me. And but it was fun. It was a lot of fun. And then let's see. Which one do we want to do now? How about H? We got a lot of those. H, which is number 15. Right here. Yeah, this particular tray has got like 78 of these little containers. So my favorite is the ones with the 50. It has the 50 containers. But this is one that it's a backup, basically. Whoop. Would help if I moved that, wouldn't it? Now, the interesting thing here is you have, I know you can't see it, but you got little h here right there, and then you got the capital H up here. So we're gonna have to be careful where we put these. We don't want to make the mistake of putting them in the wrong spot, because I do not feel like sitting there and picking them all back off again. There we go. Get a little bit of wax here. There we go. And so how is everyone else doing today? I hope everyone is having a really good day. My girls, Lily and Frankie, they're both outside playing. And Silver is outside. And my grandson is still sleeping. He went back to bed. He doesn't have to go into work until, he doesn't have to leave until around 6. So he went to bed. He went back to bed for a couple more hours. So it's quiet today. And I went and watched, visited over there at Melissa's Journey, at her live yesterday. And then we popped over to, Miss Southern Bells and sat there for like 4 hours. And then what did I do? Then I listened to a whole bunch of stories. I listened to all different types of stories on YouTube at night. You know, I'll sit and listen to that or music as I diamond paint. So yeah, I worked on the lighthouse in the night, that square drill one. I worked on that one. I made a little bit of progress, but I worked on that one last night. And then I finally got to bed. I guess it was about 6:30, 7 o'clock this morning. I finally got to bed. And then I was back up at around about 9:30, 9:45. So I didn't get much sleep last night. So I'm definitely going to probably take a little siesta this afternoon. Yeah. And so I was up and down most of the night anyway. I usually take this water pill during the day, and I forgot to take it yesterday. And so I took it, you know, in the evening, which I don't normally do. And so, needless to say, I was up and down most of the night, you know. So I didn't get a whole lot of sleep. Get so busy doing stuff that I forget to take my pills sometimes. And that's not a good thing, because it throws me all out of whack. So but I learned a new way for me to do square diamonds without using the zigzag rulers. I what I do is I do it at a diagonal, and I set all of my same color drills going at a diagonal, and then I come back when I got that done. I come back and I fill it in where the diagonal doesn't cover. And oh, it makes it so much easier and so much faster to do it that way than to try to do it the way I was doing it, which was like doing it straight across as a line, because I couldn't, the drills kept popping, you know, because they were so close together. And so I said, no, this isn't going to work. So I found a way to do it, and I do it in a diagonal, and then come back and fill it in when I'm done with setting the first lines, which worked out really well for me. Let's see, any more H's? I don't see any more capital H's. I see small ones. Alright, let's go over to this side then, because we got a whole bunch of them right down here in the bottom. And so that's what I've been doing. Yeah, I get a lot of people telling me to go ahead and go live, and I'm going, I don't know. I might one day. I don't know. We'll see. If I get the right kind of setup and my internet is a little bit more reliable, I may do that. But unfortunately, my internet is not that reliable. It goes in and out all the time, and that's why I have such a hard time with it. And because of that, you got to have a good steady stream of internet, because if you don't, then it's going to mess up with your live stream, you know. Star finished her unicorn last night. She was on live, and she was working on that unicorn that she got, and I think that was a fee look. I think it was. And anyway, she finished that last night. She finally got it done. Yeah. And I think, don't quote me, but I think Miss Linda got her fee look done. Is the Dreaming in Color that she was working on. I think she finally finished that one. And so now she's going to get started on something else. She said, but I can't remember what it was. And so we had a couple of people had some finishes last night, which that's cool. I bounce around so much with my paintings that, all right, come on now, that I don't have a lot of finishes. Okay. I've had a couple. I mean, you know, I'm not saying I don't, but I don't have as many finishes as some people do. Yeah. You know, trying to videotape diamond painting and whatnot. You don't want to bore your audience to death by doing the same old painting all the time. So I end up bouncing around from painting to painting. That's why I've got so many whips that are in progress. And that's basically the reason. That, plus I love new starts. So what can I say? But I like this particular painting. It has that fairy, which I like the fairies. And I also like the color of the greens. I think it's pretty. I'm like Sherry in a way. I do like the color green. But I like other colors too. You know, I'm not just stuck on one color. But I like the color of the greens. To me, the green is very calming. It's very peaceful and calming. That's why I like being out in the forest. You know, around trees and stuff. It's very calming for me. Yep. Yeah, but I thought once I get off here, I'm going to go over and check out Bold Creations and see if I can see about looking to see if I can find another one of their paintings that I like. Then I'm gonna finish working on my grocery list because I'll be getting paid and getting my groceries like Monday. So and I'll probably go over to DP over, and I'll go to Art Deer, and I got some stuff that's stuck in my cart, and I want to make a decision. Do I want to get that one or don't I? Kind of situation. Yeah, let's see. Oh, there's one right there. One more. Okay, I think we got them. Yeah, it looks like it. Okie dokie. Put these away. Yeah. I saw the video of that Okie Diamonds, I think. And Crochet, I think that's her name of her channel. They have moved into a new, looks like a townhouse. Oh, it's really nice. Very nice and clean and very well. She got a washer and dryer. She's got a dishwasher that goes in there. She says it's 3 stories tall. And it's on the ground floor, I think she said. And then again, it could be just the ground floor. But she said it's smaller than what they had, but it looks like it's very well maintained. And it's brand spanking new, which I don't blame her for that. You know. But yeah, I watched her video when she's doing a video. 22. And showing her new little townhouse. I guess that's what it is. And it's really nice little place. Yeah. So her little dog. Yeah. What we're doing is, this is a green And it is for pea, for pepper. Okay, we're doing the peas right now. Making sure I got all the peas down on the bottom. Okay. Oh, that's my speaker shutting off. Sorry about that. It's going, what is that? Hang on. I have an external speaker attached to my computer so I can hear a little better. And because a lot of times you get on the live, sometimes you can't hardly hear them. They talk really, really low. And so I got that external speaker so I can hear them. It's either that or I use a headset to where I got it on my head. So but as you can see, this is coming right along. And so far, yes, I am enjoying working on this particular painting. This is going to be so easy. Even though it does have confetti, this is going to be a really easy painting to work on, I think. And, oh, well, it's because I got one already on there. And, but I think it's going to be nice once it's done. Let me kind of move you in a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Oh, see, it's not going to, yeah, there we go. There we go. See here? That's what we're right there is where we're working. And, as you can see, it's got a real nice drill field. It's good and sticky, so you don't have to fight with it. Which that's the worst, is having to fight with a canvas that has very little sticky to it. Oh yeah. I've got where I keep that that dot stick or whatever it's called around, and if I come across a brand new painting that it has hardly any sticky to it, but I want to keep the painting, I just take and I paint that adhesive onto it, and that fixed the problem. Yep. Because a lot of times you'll have a painting that's maybe it's been up in storage, you know, for a long time or whatever, and maybe it's been in an area where it's hot, and so the sticky just wears out. All right, so sometimes you have to do that, and most of these budget-friendly ones usually come from overseas, and so they have a long journey trying to get there. So yeah, sometimes the sticky isn't as good as it should be. Let's put it that way. But everything else is fine. There's nothing wrong with the painting. It's just that the sticky's not very good. So what I do is I just take and put some of that stick dot on there, let it dry, and set it up and work on it. And that helps the situation. And that way you don't have to try to send it back or whatever, you know, or go through all the hassle of a refund. So I just fix the problem and move on, you know. Yeah. Yep. But as you can see, we're just moving right along. go. Well, we're at 45 minutes, so we're going to cut this short. And so I'm going to say have a good night, good day, and enjoy your day. I'm going to cover this up for now. And God bless you. God keep you. And don't forget to love Jesus as he loves you. And pray for one another. And spend a little time in the Word if you can. It does help, believe me. So, take care, everybody. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.